Am I the a-hole for telling my mom my husband isn't a babysitter? My husband and I live about 4 hours away from my sister, husband, and her 2 kids 13F and 12M. They lost power this week due to the hurricane and won't get it back until next Saturday. My sister asked my mom if she can bring my niece and nephew to stay with her this week and she agreed. She is going to meet my sister halfway now to get them. We are supposed to be going to a wedding this week in another state, but my husband and son 5 were staying home because it is too expensive for flights, and it is my cousin's wedding anyway, who he doesn't know well. It is also a child-free wedding. My sister was going to take her kids and they were coming to the rehearsal party, but staying with another relative in the same city for the wedding night. My mom just called me and asked if my husband would watch the kids instead. My husband is hesitant because he has to work, has to get my son to school every day, and they would just be here. He is just uncomfortable doing it himself. I told my mother I can stay home and help him, but she is adamant I go. She doesn't see the big deal because they are teenagers that don't do anything, but that is not true. They always complain that they are bored constantly. I know it will be hard for him to handle all 3 for 3 days plus the pets. My mother is pissed now because she doesn't understand why we are pushing back. She also got angry because I asked her if my sister knew she was calling me, and why won't she call me herself to ask, to which she replied of course she does. What is the big deal? My sister has enough money to change their flights to come out of our city instead, so I don't understand why we aren't keeping that plan. I just have a weird feeling she didn't want my mom to ask, and now I am split between my husband and mother. My husband is also annoyed because ever since we got married 4 years ago, she treats him like her own personal mechanic, IT support, you name it. She doesn't even ask, she just tells. And her reason is of course, family helps each other. Am I the a-hole for fighting for my husband and telling my mother no? Honestly, I don't even want to go to the wedding anymore because I won't have my husband with me when she inevitably talks about him pushing back to everyone she can there. She is retired and has nothing else to do but cause drama.
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. If family helps each other, then family should listen to one another. You stated no, and why? Don't cave. Drama is mom's pastime, don't support this. Being older does not mean you get what you want from others.
OP replied.
Thank you. Her mother was very much the same way, so I think she believes it is her turn. My husband does not come from a family like this, so this is not normal for him. I honestly think if we ever get divorced, she will be one of the reasons.
Not the a-hole. Good on you for standing up to your mother. Now extend that to all future requests too, when they are unreasonable. Your mother didn't check with you before she agreed to babysit your niece-nephew. You or your husband are in no way responsible for taking over. You should call your sister and say, I'm really sorry my husband is unable to handle this as he has something critical going on at work. And I just wanted to make sure there's no misunderstanding hard feelings between the two of us. If your hunch about your sister is right, let her handle your mother. Good luck.